Okay, so quite often I get asked the question, can we provide a list of customers to call for a shop? They want to determine who are the best customers to call. And there is a variety of ways to do this with Service Intelligence. It's just a matter of you deciding which method is best for your shop. One way to do this is to use the Service Reminders section of Service Intelligence. With the service reminders, we are sending emails or postcards to your customers based on them not being in your shop for 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. These groups are to the date today. So this group of shops were in, group of customers were in your shop 6 months ago today to the date. This list changes every day. So when you come into Service Intelligence tomorrow, there will be a different list of people in here. In this case, we're only seeing the 6-month group and 9-month group. It could be that the 1st and 12-month group were on a Sunday and you're closed on Sundays, and that's why today we don't see people from that group. So that can happen from time to time as you're looking at this. So the question may be, why would I call people if you're going to send an email or postcard to them anyways? One good reason is that phone calls net better results than other communications. People love connection with other people. We love emails. They're automated, they're easy, they're affordable. But the conversion rate is lower than a postcard. Postcards do quite not well nowadays, because there used to be a day when our mailboxes were flooded with postcards and flyers. Today they've reduced quite a bit. So when you get a nice big shiny postcard, some people actually grabs their attention, especially when they see information from their vehicle on it. Phone calls, again, not the best results. So this is one way you can do this, is to have your service advisor, or if you have a salesperson who just does phone calls and consulting, is come to Service Intelligence and call the people on this list every day, hands down. We're consulting with them their services with the shorter service intervals. We can customize these however you want with your shop. In this case, looks like we're showing 8 services. Some shops only show 6. Some show the whole 30 or whatever they're doing. So it's completely up to you. We don't like to overwhelm the customers. We feel less is a little bit better in this way. When starting your phone call, start with the pleasantries. Start with what you may know about the people personal. Hey, how was Johnny's baseball game? Stuff like that. Anything you may know. If you have any notes on them, use those. Once you've kind of gotten into the conversation a little bit, let's talk about the vehicle. Let's start with the good news. Hey, I'm looking at your service report for your vehicle here. And I noticed we did the coolant service for you before, and you still got 19 more months of life left on that. That is fantastic. That is going a long way to, making sure that your vehicle doesn't overheat or freeze in the winter or whatever the case is. Once you've gone over what's not due, the good news, then you can head into some of the stuff that you've performed before. I'm noticing that we did the oil service for you. We did a synthetic oil change, and you're not 12 days overdue on that. This is a pretty important service to keep your engine in top performance condition. Can we schedule you in for that? Clean, simple. You haven't gone in too deep into this yet. Hopefully they've said yes. In other cases, you can go into other services too, right? You can say, oh, I also noticed, once you land them in, the process of sales is usually get them in on one thing, get them to confirm. Can we get you? Yeah, Thursday next week at 10? Great. Now you've got them in, they're committed. Then introduce some of the other stuff. Okay, well, while you're coming in on that day, I also noticed that we are a bit past due on that air filter or tire rotation. Would you like to take care of those at the same time? It's a simple yes or no question. If they say no, drop the subject. You got them in the door. You can worry about the upsells once they're in a little bit more. But at least you got them in. In some cases, there are going to be some vehicles that don't have a lot of stuff. So in this case here, this vehicle is great. We've got things we've done before and they're not due yet. Awesome. We have other services that look like they could be due. We're not 100% positive because we've never serviced them before. So in this case, the brakes, front and rear. We've never done them before, but we know because of the service interval of the service and the amount of time they've been a customer that these should have been performed by now. The question is, have you taken care of them yet? If so, great. When did you do them? We can add them to our service history and track them for them. If they haven't, then hey, we should come in and do an inspection on these because these are pretty important. So again, keep it consultative. Don't push too much. But you should be able to land a lot more quick sales on the phone than any other communication type. You can see some people here are in gray. That's because either A, we don't have an email for them, or B, they're not opted into marketing. So again, these are great phone calls because then you can at least ask, hey, I'm looking at this stuff. I'd like to send this to you so you can see it because it's important. Can I email this to you? Yeah, great. Bang, you got the email. Don't say, hey, I want to market to you and give you the latest coupons and offerings. That's going to quickly turn the customer around. So great way to call. Great list of people to call. That way you can tell them to expect the emails because they're going to get them later in the day. And if they haven't made up their decisions, they're going to get the postcards. While you're communicating with them, if you've landed the job, you can quickly uncheck them here, and we will not send them an email because you've unchecked them. If you're doing postcards, there'd be a postcard tab here. You can do the same thing. You've landed the sale, uncheck them. Save that postcard on the spot because you've already landed them as a customer. Great process for this. Okay, so another way to do this, if you don't want to use a service reminders because that's automated, that's fine. A great way is to find out customers who've given you a few chances and are not coming back in and finding out why. So in the point of sale service tracking section that I've clicked on, I've set my filters to show me customers who've had at least 3 service visits. They've not only been in once, but twice, 3 times now. They've given us a good chance as a shop. I'm filtering out the vehicles. People only have between 1 and 3 vehicles, so we're not getting the fleets in here. And I'm looking for people who have not been in my shop between 12 and 13 months. So this is a 1-month group of people who've given me 3 shots in the last year and have not come in, or sorry, the year before, and have not come in the last year, 12 to 13 months. This is vital. If people aren't coming back in, you need to find out why. Did they sell the vehicle? Well, that's not a big deal. Did they move away? Not a big deal. Have they been offended by something that you don't know about? Have they had a bad experience and like most people they just walk away? They don't say anything. You want to know that information. So this is a great group with this filtering, which is really easy to set up. I've found 51 vehicles who match that criteria. I want to get on the phone with these people. That is on a 22-day work week, that's 2 point something calls a day. That is not time consuming. Any marketing coach, sales coach will tell you to get on the phone to 6 people a day that are not expecting to hear from you and talk with them. Contacts, existing customers, past customers, 6 people a day to keep your business building. So this basically ties up 2 point whatever it is people a month, or sorry, a day. So great list. Once you've set your filter and service intelligence and you got the customers, you can export the list into a spreadsheet. This is fantastic. The spreadsheet tells you everything you want to know about these vehicles. The owners, emails, phone numbers, year, make, model, odometers, last service date, miles per day driven. It's all in a nice row with a set columns, and you can delete whatever the columns that aren't useful to you and then make one for comments and have someone get on the phone and call these people. This is vital. All right, well, I hope that gives you a bit of a rundown of how you can use service intelligence to determine what customers you should be calling. Again, we are in a automated world where everything's automated and people are craving connection, get on the phone, call people. It's going to get you more people in the door. Using the power of service intelligence to filter, to find out who you should call. This is priceless. Again, if you have any questions, please email us support@eautoclub.com. Have yourself a great day.